So, this weekend, man, I mean, I guess, trying to go over my low Muhammad act of kindness, but then I realized, I guess the only real legit low I have is I didn't really see my mom as much as, I have been lately. But, she's working. She has to do what she does. She's a nurse and she has to, work. Actually, let me fix this for a second. There we go. She's got to do what she's got to do. And I did see her for a little bit, and it was nice. It was definitely, worth staying a little while extra for. So, yeah, it was nice. But, my high is the fact that I still got to be with my dad. And I sort of, guys' night in, watching TV. We saw a little bit of the basketball games. That was fun. That was a lot of fun, actually. One game that I saw as he arrived was, I think it was Miami that beat USC. At the very end, but USC, shot that ball but missed, but almost got it. That was exciting. That was a really exciting game. So, yeah, it was nice. And, my act of kindness was, I chauffeured my grandmother around for a little bit yesterday, as well as, I helped my dad set the table for dinner when, we had dinner. It was nice. It's Lent, so no meat yesterday, obviously. So, actually, hold on, let me get to my intro. Good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. It is Saturday. So, again, since yesterday was Friday, it's Friday. Yesterday was Friday, no meat. So, what we decided to do was, and I know that I talked about how my folks have always ordered from Picnic Pizza in Big Flats, which is probably the pizza joint I've had pizza from the most in my entire life. But I don't think I mentioned that part. Well, now you know. I think of all of the pizza places I've been to my entire life, Picnic Pizza is probably the most I've had collectively. So, there you go. But as I was saying, I keep forgetting my father always orders extra cheese. I keep forgetting he always orders extra cheese. He loves it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Extra cheese on pizza used to bother me just because, it can potentially be really soggy. And technically this was too, but I actually kind of like that texture. But, when you get, a wad of that sort of melted cheese, and, you get, a bunch of it in your mouth, and, it kind of feels like you're chewing on some sort of pungent tasting rubber. Anyone ever have that feeling? I mean, it used to be a turn off for me, but I've gotten used to it. What can I say? It was an acquired taste. But, yes, we had pizza last night with, extra cheese, peppers, and onions. It was a good pizza. It was actually a really good pizza. Basically, pizza does a pretty good job of dispersing the toppings around. Although I will admit, one thing that always throws me off when I first look at, because whenever we order peppers and onions, or if it's not during one, it'd be sausage, peppers, and onions with pizza. I can never tell they put onions on at first glance because it's all white onions. And it sort of blends into the cheese a little bit in terms of camouflage or whatever. So I'm did we get, okay, I see what the onions are now. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you guys know me. I love my onions. Onions are awesome. Let's see. Any big news that's been going on as of late? Well, the weather's a lot better. Oh, you know what? This is actually a part of my low, too. I should probably mention this. But yesterday, my father actually gave me $10 to go get my car washed. And so last night I do it, only to find out that last night it rained. Oh dear. Such my luck. Although speaking of weather, what can I say? It's gotten nice out. Stupidly nice, in fact. I'm actually shocked at how much nicer the weather's been lately. I mean, yesterday I had to take off my jacket and sort of enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I still have my jacket inside my car. That's how warm it was. I mean, unfortunately now it's going to kind of defeat the purpose. Because one thing I like to do, and yeah, it does seem kind of weird, but I like to have a case of water inside my car at all times. Although at some point I should probably get more water. And I do that obviously because, you know, one, I'm probably going to be thirsty on the road. You know, you gotta stay hydrated, you know. But especially during like the fall and winter time, when it's cooler out, your car legit becomes like a mini fridge. Oh, actually, a mega fridge. Because I believe, by my knowledge, a car is bigger than a refrigerator. And so, you know, if you have like drinks like water or soda, or if you're, you know, into drinking alcohol, you know, beer, or, you know, maybe you like spirits like vodka, you like keep it outside in the wintertime, and it'll like get it cold overnight. It's great. And plus you don't have to worry about like being, because some people like do this with beer and they like keep it in the snow, so like that stays cold too. And yeah, it works, but you know, sometimes the snow is a little bit dirty, especially if any animals have walked by that area. So honestly, just leaving it in your car, you know, you don't have to worry about it getting all wet and soggy. Oh, I say soggy, but like, you know when you take something out of like ice and like there's that inherent like condensation in water, like that's the problem you would have to deal with if you left it out in the snow. But if you left it out in your car, it's actually safer. You know, don't have to worry about water dripping everywhere. You know, you don't have to worry about you know, worrying about if it. Oh, actually, I should say this. There are some times where, you know, drinks will legitimately get frozen, even in your car. I should preface that. Like, water will legitimately freeze in your car. Seriously, I once had like a case of water that I left out in my car all night during the wintertime, and it got so cold that it all became like giant water bottle shaped cubes of ice. It looked really cool though. And plus I'm like, you know, just wait till it melts. It's not going anywhere. It's not like it opened or anything. And it's actually quite refreshing. Although, again now, because it's getting warmer, that luxury is kind of going away for a little while. I mean, here's the thing. Like, right now in the morning, when it's clearly still cool out, water's okay then, if you left it in your car. Just because if you had it then, it would actually taste cold and refreshing. And I should also say this, because I took nutrition in college. Like, the temperature of water doesn't really impact how much it'll hydrate you if you have it. So let's say you have like water that's, I don't know, 100 degrees, and you drink water. Oh, let me start over. Let's say you have like, I don't know, a cup of water that's like 120 degrees, and you have like a cup of water that's like 80 degrees. You know, if you drink either cup, you're going to get the same amount of hydration. So, what's the problem? Well, the problem is, you know, we like our water to be cool and refreshing. That's why if you give me 2 cups of water, one at 100 degrees and one at 80 degrees, I'm going to go for the latter because that's more refreshing. Actually, I'm pretty sure, well, 80 degrees is kind of nice to jump in the water. And if it still feels cool when you jump in, it should be cool to drink. So, yeah, I guess that works. I think it works. I mean, you also have to remember water has a very high specific heat. So, like, if it gets warm or whatever, you know, it takes a lot of energy for the water to actually get to a nice, proper, warm level of warmth that you're looking for. That's why it takes so long for water to boil. I mean, the boiling point of water is 210 Fahrenheit, 100 Celsius. Shout out to all my metric system fans out there. So it takes a lot of, energy to really get to that level of heat to, boil water. So much so that it takes a while. Well, you can mitigate that by like having the water already be warm and then boiling it. But apparently there's like some sort of guide or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. It's bizarre. I may be a foodie, but I am no expert. My nutrition teacher in college was an expert, though. He was really cool. He was also my advisor for my major. Oh, all right. For those of you who forgot, I majored in health sciences at Gettysburg College. I was not a very good student. I want to preface that by saying, like, I didn't, like, go out and party a lot. I just didn't study and liked watching YouTube videos all day. That was me. Oh, and play some video games. I didn't really have like a giant gaming console with me, but I did have at the time my Nintendo DS. Take that, Pokemon. Pokemon is awesome. It still is awesome. This is actually around the time Generation 5 was out. So, black and white. And I would also play a little bit more of my Platinum game on the side. It was awesome. Those are good times. I really should get back into playing Pokemon again. I mean, yeah, I have ROMs on my computer that I like to play with. And they're fun. Unfortunately, you only know how to work the Generation 3 ROMs and using a PK hex to get like a team you want. I've been trying to look up how to do like, the DS games and such, but I'm just having like no luck finding anything. I really wish I had help with that. Maybe you guys can help with that. That'd be really cool. But, where was I? Oh, right, the usage of your car as a mega fridge. Yeah. I've legit left, cases of water, even soda, like in my car all night. And actually, I sort of said like, the summer's bad. Here's the thing, if it's at nighttime, no matter what time of year it is, it'll be fine. Because, no matter what time of year it is, when the sun goes down, so does the temperature. So if it's like, 75 degrees out at night, especially in a time when, you get like 80, 90, almost 100 during the day, chances are the water is still going to be pretty cool. It should anyway. And then again, I'm the kind of guy who's not, picky. I'll have water that's like legit on the warm side if I'm thirsty enough. Although that does remind me, with warm weather coming up, you're going to have to get water no matter what. So, I just realized this video may just be an allegory for, remember to stay hydrated when summer arrives. Well, actually, the first day of spring is tomorrow, isn't it? Well, I guess that makes today the last day of winter. And by that logic, I suppose that talking about how your car can essentially become a mega fridge was a pretty decent topic to talk about now, wasn't it? I didn't really plan it. Literally the whole thing, the realization of me realizing this was the last day of winter, that just happened, seconds ago. So there you go. I told you, like, the vast majority of these videos are never scripted. You know, again, just literally a guy sitting in front of my phone talking to all y'all. It's great, actually. So do I have any last words about winter? Well, I can tell you that, yeah, just like any other time of the year, the winter season had its highs and lows, of course. But I like to think a lot more good than bad came out of it. So I'm okay. And it's not like the weather was horrible all the time. I mean, some days you had weather where it snowed and snowed and snowed, and that was bad. Other times, you know, snow was just on the ground, but it wasn't snowing out, and a lot of people were still mad about that. So, you know, a lot of give and take is what happened. But, you know, the fact that this is the last day of winter, you know, I think we're ready for spring to be here. I know I am. And, you know, if today's the last day of winter, you know, maybe you can use that to reflect on, you know, what your winter was like. And if you, by any means, thought your winter wasn't that great, well, tomorrow's the first day of spring, and spring's always been a time of renewal, rebirth, rejuvenation. You know, look to that, you know. I certainly will, and I thought my winter was okay. So, do what you gotta do. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, find me in the social media as you do. I'm here helping this video for all you guys watching. Joe for name. Hope we have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Remember, you're going to talk to me as we hit 11. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. So, yeah, happy last day of winter, everybody.